Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Virgo for the month of January 2024. Welcome, Virgo. So we are in the sign, your cousin's sign of Capricorn. So the element is earth, so it's familiar territory for you. And you are in your fifth house, which is the house of fun. So, and creation and creativity. So there may be, you know, if you're trying for a family, maybe this might be the time that things happen for you because it's a very creative time, both humanly and, you know, just how you look at things, how you do things. But it's just urging you, the fifth house, to have a bit of fun. Okay, energy around is the Page of Cups. So this is the card for babies, children, especially babies coming, or, you know, if that's in your realm at the moment. If it's not that kind of energy for you, as in trying for a family because you've already got children and grandchildren, whatever, it's about new love coming in and a new sort of lease on life and your emotional story. You may have been burnt with love and emotions before, and now is the chance for you to sort of go, okay, come on, I've gone through that, now let's look on the bright side and open myself up again for a new love of some kind. It doesn't matter what it is. It can be a person, it can be a thing, but it's a great card to have because it's an emotional seed that you will feed and grow, and it will sort of, that's what they want you to focus on. So I'm not arguing. Okay, where you are right now, the Devil. So you're a bit hung up and stuck on a horrible wheel at the moment, where you just feel like you can't get off. You feel like a beast of burden sort of thing. You feel like, you know, maybe it can talk about what we, you know, we do too much of something, especially this time of year. We drink too much, we eat too much, we go out too much, whatever. And it's just about modifying that as well and sort of jumping off the merry-go-round, really, of that, you know, feeling that devil energy, which is sort of like, we've got the devil and we've got the spirit in us, and sometimes the devil, you know, takes over, and that's when we've just got to go, okay, I want to get off this now. I want to unchain myself from this horrible feeling. So that kind of makes sense. Let's see what brought the devil in and influenced that, and it's the King of Wands. So this fellow, this energy, I should say, really, but you can apply if it's a fellow or if it's whoever it is to you. Yeah, so this is very much can be a very arrogant sort of a person, as well as being very creative, very a leadership type of person. He can be one, they say he's got the golden touch. He's like the old Greek mythology Midas. So, and he does have that touch, but he's out there to win whatever he wants to win. He's a really competitive sort of a person. So whoever that is, that influence is still going on. But what I'm thinking, Virgo, is you need to hop off that. You need to sort of put it behind you. Let's see what was going on in the Sagittarius season, so November, December. Yeah, heartbreak and grief and sadness over an issue. Now, this is a good card to have because it signifies that you are actually dealing with it, and we have to go through the grief. We have to feel really bad before we feel better. We have to hit the bottom before we can rise to the top again. So that's still around, Virgo, so don't be beating yourself up. You just got to go through it, because it's not going to go away. If you pretend it will and avoid it, it chases you. Okay, recent influences. Strength. So strength is that ultimate card. It's a major card like the devil. You've got to be aware of this. Be self-aware. These things happen. Things happen all the time. Sometimes they're fantastic, and then there's always a shadow side. But when we get to the shadow side, which is the horrible, murky side of people, humans especially, and they do things to really hurt us, we've got to sort of put in there and go, oh, okay, so what can I learn from that? Okay, don't be so trusting, be more self-aware. So when you get the strength card coming along, it is about that sort of, you know, responsibility to how you didn't see that coming, or, you know, and just working with it, and like I said, going through the situation if this applies to you. But nevertheless, for all of us, we all need to be prompted about our self-awareness and how we are to others, how people feel about us. It's kind of an ongoing theme of our lives. The lesson you're learning: the world, it's coming to an end. This period that you've been in, this cycle, is coming to an end. So this is good, because once you get the world, it's the end of a cycle, of a relationship maybe, but it's the cycle, and you've got to look at it and say, what was good, what was bad, what did I learn, what was good about, you know, you've just got to look at it as it is. So that's really good news, I think, always when the world, especially when you've been in a bit of a cycle of, you know, grief and sadness and heartbreak. Near future, let's go. Eight of Swords, and the main energy of the Eight of Swords is, okay, keep your power to yourself. Don't do that again. Remember how insecure it made you feel. There's another challenge coming up, which you will take, but you've just got to remember to keep your power for yourself. Don't go, oh yeah, that's great. Just think, oh, it doesn't feel right for me, so I'm just going to say no for now. And just be more self-aware of how, you know, how you can keep your personal power so you won't be led down horrible tracks again. But we learn from them, don't we, dear Virgo? Sorry about that. What's happening you're not realising. And we have the King of Cups. So we have this male energy coming through again, or the energy of sadness, of somebody that's emotionally really sort of stunted and stilted. Can be a lot of male people, because they process emotions different to females, and that's just the way it is. It's the way it is. So we either take it, or you can't change it, and it's just how it is. So who is this man? You're not realising whoever this person is. They just don't have the ability to emotionalise what's happened. But then again, whatever, you have to just go, okay, no, this is how I want to live my life, but I'm not going to be led down that path again with people that really are not evolved enough, male or female, to know how to just speak frankly to people about their emotional state. It's not that hard, okay? So he's sitting there and you're not realising it, and he's all tied up with his emotions. Well, what can we do about that? We'll have a look later. How others see you. The Tower, so you've gone through a massive process, and now the tower, the building's burning down. You can't go back in. You'll bulldoze it. You'll just get rid of it and start anew. So it's like, it's out of date. You've got to get rid of this thing. It's a big card, so it's a big energy, but it's about sort of realising when to abandon a burning building. Now, you'd hardly sit there with a bucket of water trying to put out a burning building that you were living in. It's a structure that's outmoded for you right now that you need to change, Virgo. That's it. Okay, so it's a big card. So you've got three big cards so far. So it's up to you, how you manage this situation. Positive feelings. Page of Pentacles, yay, good news is coming. Work, putting your energies into something. You're a Virgo, you love work, you're very particular people, you're very sort of diligent, all the rest of it. Put your energies into something new and you will be fine. But you've got to remember when to quit and when things are outmoded, when to leave it alone, and put your energy into new things that you can feed and grow, and they will bring you financial gain later. It's just what you have to do. It's very positive, the Page of Pentacles. Starting anew. Okay, the outcome. And we have Two of Swords. So still a bit of energy there where you're toing and froing. Will I, won't I? Make a decision. So you've got to make this decision. Virgo is all I'm saying here. You've got Three Swords cards, which can be quite irritating as well, because it's your mind playing tricks with you as well. So you've just got to make a decision to follow the this pathway for January to get yourself out of the the outmoded things are. It's changed massively last year, love. Now it's time to just discard what doesn't work for you. You wouldn't live in a burning building or a whatever, would you? So you've got to shift. So I'm going to put the Oracle card and the clarifier on that Eight of Swords. So that's really important. This is about you sort of really keeping your power for yourself and not giving it away. And I feel like there's a male energy down here that you may potentially not have learned the full lesson yet, and you may potentially, I don't know, let's have a look. The dog. Oh, this is a good one, Virgo. So the dog, and so here's your 19. Here's your clarity. And we all know that dogs are just the most amazing, non-judgmental companions. The dog is the most loyal to human beings. When the dog appears on your path, he reminds you of this trait. Are you steadfast with your loved ones? Are you true to yourself and your dreams? Do you act with sincerity? It's very important that you do so now, for good fortune comes with the faithful dog as your companion. The dog loves sincerely without condition and is happy to be a part of a pack. Think about how you function in your community. Are you a loyal team player? Another issue the dog asks you to consider is the loyalty of others. If someone is being insincere, move on, because he or she isn't meant to be in your pack. Ask the dog for a sign and your answer will be shown. Dog energy lives in your heart, so look there. Okay. Thanks very much for listening. Talk to you next time.